Hello and welcome back to the Avoid the Tyrewall podcast. Today we are joined by special guest Nick Gilkes. Nick, do you want to tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Nick Gilkes. I'm from Canada. I am currently racing in the GB3 Championship and I like driving fast.
So where did your passion for racing come from?
Well, my family's been in motorsport for quite a long time. My granddad started in minis, and then my dad sort of took up single-seater racing, and then it got passed down to me and my sister. So it's sort of been a family thing and has been going through the generations.
So what age did you start?
Well, my first kart race is at 6, but then I had a little bit of a break because my sister had a big accident in karts. So realistically, probably around 11, 10 or 11, I'd say.
So not that long ago?
No, not too long.
Who's been your inspiration throughout your career?
Probably my sister, but she can't hear that, obviously, because, siblings. But yeah, my sister probably. She's done a lot through her career and really done quite well given every situation she's been given. So definitely her.
Who would you like to meet one day from the racing industry?
Probably Lewis Hamilton. I think a lot of people would say that, but he's won a lot. He's very talented and he probably knows what career path to take. So definitely Lewis.
What do you think can be done to improve the costs of motorsport?
That's a tough one. It's sort of everything in the world is increasing in price, so I'm not really sure, and that's something I struggle with because budget has been a big factor for me in my career. So not really too sure. I think a scholarship system would be great, sort of like they have in the US, but one over here would be good too as well.
Especially with the killing off of W series. I can't think of a way to put it. Killing off of W series. That's like short another path. So.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Has going from treaded tyres and no wings in Formula Ford to wings and slicks been difficult?
It's been a big step. Yeah, I would definitely say it's not the most typical career path, but I think a few others have made it. Like Max Esterson is another one this year, and he's done a pretty good job. But I've struggled to do a lot of testing, so it's sort of been a learn as I go sort of situation, which obviously if you do F4 first, it makes it easier, but it's been fun. I'll say that.
What's been the best car that you've driven?
Well, probably the GB3 for sure. It's very, very quick. It's, fast and everything. It's pretty quick in a straight line, and also the downforce it's got makes everything really enjoyable. This
is a weird question, and it always gets a good reaction. What is your workout program like, and then what's your daily routine like, incorporating that?
Fair enough. That's not too strange. I've had weirder ones. No, it's for the workout, it's a lot of arms and upper body and core sort of stuff, and less legs because the GB3 brake pedal is really light. So it's mostly upper body sort of stuff, just because the steering wheel is very heavy.
Yeah, because when you get to F1, you have power steering, don't you?
Yes, yeah. And then daily sort of stuff, working out, simulator stuff. School, that too.
Yeah, school's fun.
Yeah, could put it that way.
Where do you want to be in 5 years?
Well, I think every driver is going to say Formula 1. The likeliness of it isn't that high. It's a very, obviously, difficult series to get into, and it's very expensive to get there. But I think you've got to keep dreaming at every level until you're not on the grid. So, I'd say F1 still.
Yeah, because there's only 20 seats,
exactly.
So it's like the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly.
What has been your greatest achievement or career high?
Probably the podium at Silverstone. I mean, it was a reverse grid one, so it's obviously not as nice as a main race podium, but that was the sort of, I want to say, breakthrough moment, because it's just like you stand on a GB3 podium at Silverstone and it's like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. So yeah, probably that.
How has racing affected your life?
It takes a lot of it up. It sort of surrounds everything I do is for my motorsport, and so it's my main focus in my life, really, and it's something I've dreamed about doing as a career for it.
Road rage.
It's something I've dreamed about doing for a long time, so it sort of takes a lot of my life up, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. Is racing your full-time job?
Well, I'm still in school, so I wouldn't say so. I'd like it to be, but not yet.
Who are your main sponsors?
Well, actually, I've got them mostly on my suit. I've got Contest of Speed, I've got Hip Motorsports, they're on the back of the suit. They're both, well, COS is a sim racing league, and they've sponsored me since the beginning of last year. And Hip joined for this year, and they're really good. They've helped me prepare for each race weekend with a sim, so I can't thank both of them enough. As well as MIR Raceline USA, they provide the suit, the gloves, everything that makes me look good on track and off track. And then last one is Ilana. She's a photographer, and she is really good at what she does.
Yeah, you can definitely see your helmet when you're going around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and COS put the helmet together for me as well, so that was entirely thanks to them.
How do you deal with the jet lag coming over from Canada to England?
To be honest, it hasn't been too bad because most of the season, other than this weekend, I've just stayed in the UK, seeing as we're mostly in the summer. And then this weekend, I just came a week before just to get used to it again and try and get ready for the race weekend.
What has been the toughest challenge for you to overcome?
Well, this year's been a difficult year, obviously, in terms of results. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to look at it as you're driving one of the fastest single-seater cars that you're probably ever going to. So, in terms of results this year, a few of them have been difficult to overcome. For example, Silverstone, the second one, I was running in a podium place and was trying to overtake for second and spun. So that was probably the most difficult one. But you've sort of just got to accept mistakes happen and move on to the next one.
Do you have a standard setup for the tracks individually or like overall as a whole?
I wouldn't say so, no. The teams change the setup every weekend, and they do their best to get me going as quick as possible. And so, no, I'm very appreciative of them because they work really hard. And yeah, the setups do vary quite a lot. For example, Spa, you run a lot less wing because it's a lot of straights, and Silverstone, you might run a bit more just because we've got Maggots, Beckett's, Cops, and really high-speed corners.
Zandvoort's going to be interesting with the banking next year.
Yeah, I hope I can return to the grid next year because I really want to do that one. It looks like a cool circuit and great addition for the championship.
Do you like the fact that your sister, Megan, for those who don't know, races on the same weekend as you do, so you're often together?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, obviously me and Megan are very close. We're brother and sister, and so, yeah, I would say so. And it's nice on track as well because, for example, yesterday she was struggling a bit with setup, and they tried something on my car because I was struggling with a similar thing, and it worked for me, so they tried it on Megan's, and she immediately found time like that. So we definitely can sort of transform things for each other and help each other on track too.
That's nice. I don't think my brother would do that for me. Do you do any mechanics or engineering for the team?
I leave that to the team because I'd be pretty hopeless. I can't lie, I'd be terrible at it. So I leave that to them. They do a really good job as it is, so I don't want to sort of interfere with that. And I mean, sometimes I make the call on what tires and stuff like that, but that's sort of personal preference and less something for them, one less thing for them to worry about. But they do a really good job overall.
What are your favourite and least favourite tracks?
I wouldn't say I have any least favourite tracks. I mean, I've never gone well at Brands, so maybe that one, but it is a cool circuit. Favourite is probably Spa. Not even probably, definitely Spa.
Least favourite for some people seems to be Snetterton. Like, we've had so many answers of Snet.
Really? That's one of my favourite ones. I mean, it's because I went well there, probably. It's very dependent on results. Controversial.
We've got a couple of fan questions. So, at the _Gilkes _ siblings, how would you sum up your season in 3 words?
Well, that's a tough one. I'd say, I don't know whether it works for the context, but improvement, because if you look throughout the year, we've gotten closer and closer and closer. Obviously, challenging because we probably expected to be a bit higher up coming into the year, but I mean, things never go to plan in motorsport, do they? So, improvement, challenging, and enjoyable. I mean, if someone had told me midway through last year I'd be doing British or GB3 this year, I wouldn't have believed them. So, yeah, I mean, I've just embraced every opportunity because it's an unbelievable experience.
And Tom Evans Photos says, who's the best feeder series editor?
I'm not going to give him the satisfaction on that one, so if he sees this, tell him I said Alex, because I think he'll enjoy that one.
We've got a general knowledge quiz now.
Yeah?
The highest score is 9. The lowest score, 2. I want to say out of 10.
General knowledge is not my forte.
It's racing knowledge.
Oh,
so.
okay, maybe.
Which is the longest British circuit?
Silverstone.
Yeah, correct.
How much difference can you make with regard to setup?
In terms of like me personally or the team?
Yeah, you personally. If you do your warm-up laps and then you come back in the garage and say, whatever.
I'm quite inexperienced because I'm just coming from Formula Ford, so it's more like I'll tell the team what I'm feeling and they'll do what they think for the car. But occasionally it'll be something fairly clear, like if I need more rear wing, it's normally like add an extra hole of rear wing. But other than that, I don't know enough because I've just not done enough. So it's more up to them. They do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
At the 2008 Turkish Grand Prix, which record did Rubens Barrichello break, which has since been broken by both Kimi Räikkönen and Fernando Alonso?
Most race starts?
Yeah. Who's the oldest driver to finish a Formula race?
A Formula race? Oh, I have no idea.
Louis Chiron, aged 55.
I had no chance on that one.
That's one that trips people up. We did have a brief argument with someone about it, but
oh, really?
Just going to trust Google. How many titles did Juan Manuel Fangio win?
5.
Correct. Can you name the years?
I cannot. No.
51, 54, 55, 56, and 57.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been close. I think I'd have said in the 50s, but I'd have definitely gotten at least 2 of those wrong.
Can you name the 3 races that make up the Triple Crown of motorsports?
Le Mans, Monaco, and the Indy 500.
Correct. Who is the only driver to complete the Triple Crown?
Is it Montoya?
No.
Oh wait, it's Hill. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I'll give you the point for that.
Thank you.
How many father-son duos have won an F1 title?
2.
Yes. And who are the duos?
Rosberg and Hill.
Yes. You're on a roll.
Oh, thank you.
Which team did Farina win the 1950 title with? They're in F1.
Is it Alfa Romeo?
Yeah. Ha. My God, you're on an absolute roll. Can I have the phone? I actually can't remember which track this is. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Which track? Hang on. Which track is this?
Oh, it's Montreal.
Yeah. Oh my God, I think you got 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I got one wrong, didn't I?
No.
The oldest driver.
Oh yeah. Oh, damn it. 9.
Not bad.
That is pretty decent.
Thank you.
What engines are you running in the cars?
I should really know this. That's bad that I don't. I know it's some sort of Cosworth, I believe, because on the steering wheel that's what it says. I should really ask the team. I'll let you know. I'll message you that after because I'm not sure. I think it's some sort of Cosworth. I'll find out exactly. That's shocking that I don't know that.
Are you normally aspirated or turbocharged?
Normally. There's no turbo.
With I presume starting off, you've got a clutch to start.
Yes,
then
yeah.
Sequential.
Yes, yeah. You don't need the clutch other than for starts or if you're spinning.
And the clutch is very sharp.
Yeah, you have to do the first phase. Yeah, they're pretty sharp.
A lot of slippage.
It's like that.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. I like the clutch on this car actually quite a lot. It's nicer than a road car, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This is going to sound really weird, but can you make the pedals can you move the pedals?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, if someone if you got, I don't know, Ocon in the car versus Tsunoda, you'd have to because they're so different in height.
Yeah, I'm the same height as Tsunoda, so.
Oh, fair enough.
That's why I was wondering. Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Avoid the Tyrewall podcast, and thank you for Nick to agreeing to do this interview. See you next week. Bye!